Hocus pocus, here we go. Okay, so where were we up to? We were just finishing the cleanup. So we'd done our background, we'd done our rough animation, then we turned it into our tie down and worked out where our lighting is going to go. And then we had done our cleanup, and now we are moving on into our paint. Yay, awesome. Okay, so since we're moving into our paint, let's just go through and enable all of these one at a time. Okay, make sure we get our group, creates that nice separation that we want. And then what we can do is we can just pick a color. So I am going to choose, what's the name of this tool again? Enclose and Build tool. I'm going to turn off my background, and basically the way that this tool works is it registers everything that's kind of on screen, and then it fills it in. So if we select our tool and then run a lasso kind of shape around it, hopefully, look at that, it fills it in. Then we want to pick a bit of a darker color. Let's see if we can make it do it again. Cool. How cool is that? Gotta love that tool, hey. Alright, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna pick that really fat, like this really fat brush tool. It's just really lightweight, and then just fix up all this information around the edges. So we don't want any of that. Okay, so that's the basic flat without color. So the really good thing about laying down flats this way is that in Krita you can actually select your flat colors really quickly, and then you can separate them all out into different layers if you want to work that way. Or you can do what we did in previous tutorials, and you can select and paint, right? So let's do our shadows, and in order to do our shadows we need our lighting map. So let's just bring that above, and now we can see where we're going to put all of our shadows. So if we select our shadow layer and we get some black paint, and we can see it's already got that clipping mask on it. So because it's inside that group, because this flat is the bottom color, everything that we paint in now, it's only going to paint in inside this group here. So better turn on smoothing. Nice and steady. Is it slow and steady wins the race? Just going to bring this down, pop in my shadow here, pop in my shadow here. There's a guy there, there's a guy there. I'll turn the lighting layer off later, and then we'll come back in and we'll give these guys a nicer cleanup. Okay, and I think that's going to be good enough for that guy. Let's just turn this off. Okay, so let's drop our tie down. Yep. Is it going to do it? This is an interesting thing that you will find annoying when you're using this. When you're trying to find that line where you're putting, Krita, you'll notice that the layer covers up where you want it to sit. So you have to pay like extra special careful attention to where you're putting it. So here before I had it sitting inside the paint group, but you can see like I've just shifted it a little bit, and now it's sitting inside. It's sitting under the animation group. So yeah, just something to be aware of. It's not the best. They should probably revisit that. Okay, so in terms of specularity, you could call this your rim light, your highlight, call it whatever you want really. It's just a naming convention. I'll turn on that smooth. Yeah, it's all right. Plunk it down here. Just turn up that deselection. So this is something I have noticed. I actually think this might be a bug, and it has to do with the smoothing algorithm. There are a couple of times when I'm drawing and I'm actually noticing that it's not actually drawing on that layer, which is kind of crazy. Like it's totally not using that brush now. So what I'll do is I'll just delete everything off that, and I'll just use this brush. And I'll make sure I'm on specular. Yep. Okay, cool, man. Put in all these highlights. Something nice and graphical. And then what we can do is we can lower the opacity on that, and we can stick it on overlay if we wanted to. And then we get this, we can make it something that's nice and subtle. when you want to go in and clean stuff up, like say for example, I want to clean up this shadow just down here. It's a bit choppy. It's a bit choppy, mate. So basically, just gonna paint it in again. Turn my eraser off. If it decides to turn off. Okay. Yep. Okay. Clearly that's not gonna work. Not today. Yep. Any day now. Okay, so brush. We're gonna brush. Gonna brush. Yep. It's a brush. Okay. Yep. Okay. Cool. You're gonna do it. Awesome. And then I'll highlight. I'm just gonna turn this off. I always do that. Okay. Good enough. Turn this on. And my highlight. View key, and I'm just gonna push this in here. Alright, cool. So that is our cleanup and our paint done. So we have a background, then we worked on our rough, then we did our tie down, then we did our cleanup, and then we did our paint. Okay. I won't bother putting the shadow on the ground, but actually, you know what? I better do it. I better do it, huh? So let's put the shadow on the ground really quickly. Hopefully, if I don't get lost in a sea of hotkeys. Here is my brush. And I'm going to stick this under. Let's turn this off. And yep. Okay. Yep. Can please work? Nope. Yes. Nope. Yes. Layers, man. They're going to be your biggest friend. Okay, cool. So there it is, done our two-tone animation cloud stack. Awesome. Now repeat this again and again and again, and you have animation. Super fun, awesome stuff. Okay, so basically that's the way that these layers are worked and designed to be worked with. And the next one, we will jump in onto some new topics to do with this template and how it can be worked with. Okay, guys, I will see you in the next one.